Hey, so slightly different setup here because I'm going to be putting my roses that I got the other night in, you know, a little something or other, something. Um, and also, of course, have a topic. Um, honestly, maybe to cover my ass, I'll just say this is a chit chat. We might cover a couple different things. We might cover, you know, we might cover, we might jump around a little bit. Oh, y'all know that little trick where whatever little vase you're using for your flowers, you take scotch tape or thin layers of thin strips of tape. You put it like checkered design across the top of whatever container or bowl you're using, and it helps prop the flowers up. They also have these vintage glass. They look like a dome piece, maybe about the size of your hand, and it has these holes. Those were also used to hold your flowers. I forget what they're called though. And then another multi-use, you could, if you like feather pens or ornate decorative pens, you can do your pens like that. But I just like to go ahead and like eyeball. So they were in a hot car because after I got them, I was like, oh, no, I'm not going straight home. So they got a little wilted, but we're going to revive them. There's I'll find that little pack that flowers typically come with. Or I think sugar is like a little trick that you can do, honestly, to revive your flowers. I think they like sugar in the water. That's what I heard. So I came across this video, and I am not one for celebrity gossip or trending topics or like clickbait type of like, kind of like with more negative what's going on and like as far as like collective thought and what the struggle is. I mean, I know that people have talking points that what am I trying to say? I know that if there is something that is a collective thought or topic or issue, then yes, with discussion, progress can be made. But there comes a fine line between, are these discussions fruitful, beneficial, and empowering? Or are they just like wild out, just like let's complain, let's bash, let's throw people under the buses, let's just talk about things that happened 10 years ago, let's just vomit it all back up. And like that doesn't feel good, honestly. And sometimes too, I would advise that even if you have experienced something, or even if you know that something is like a current issue, you don't give your power away. You don't let that thing be like the big scary thing that like consumes your thoughts. Yeah, me too. Oh my gosh, this is such a thing. Like at some point you're going to have to pull away from that herd. And you're going to have to say, but today I am going to do what I can to heal, move forward, whatever you want. You insert whatever word you want to use. Everybody's got their own way of dealing with things, growing through things, working through things. And I think when it comes to other people and opinions and judgments, I'm like, now you're taking it too far. Why are we out here saying what someone else said or what someone else thinks or what someone else believes? I know right off the top, like, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. But I'm not going out here becoming a chameleon and tap dancing and shucking and jiving, trying to, earn points, earn likes, earn acceptance, earn any of that. I don't need to do that. I already know that. And that also doesn't mean that I'm going to shrink and just not show up, not live my life, not enjoy the finer things in life, not anything. And so this can be applied to social circles, dating, community, class, that side of town, this side of town, this state, that state. Like now you're helping the so-called problem because you're saying, yes, I believe this. Yes, this is a thing. And this is not the same type of rules where it's like the sky is blue. I've touched on that before. Some things are like, no, you're creating your experience and your reality. Okay? You're creating that. You're choosing to be a part, play a role in this situation. You're choosing to say, okay, I'm going to be a willing participant in this isolation, this subjectiveness, this even embarrassment, or like choosy lover situation. Let me keep it real. I'll get more specific. My hair texture before it was locked I didn't even know my hair texture. I don't know its porosity. I'm not a hair junkie expert like that. My two daughters have very different hair textures. I don't know what they got. I just be putting stuff in it. Whatever works. I've always had a nose ring. I've had my tattoos for quite a while. I've been in healthcare for several years. I relatively on the scale of like longevity as far as my lock journey. They consider me a baby. And, I'm a couple years in. So painting that picture of, how I view myself. Oh, y'all know I don't shave my legs. I'm very open and don't give two F's about that. I live in what they consider Northern Virginia. Nursing in that world in and of itself. Communicating with doctors, practitioners, specialists, surgeons, other nurses, all these things. Like I know the circles. I know all the little like code switching and all that stuff. Having said that, I've never come away. I've never decided and said, I'm not enough because I don't look like this actress, that actress, because I don't have this nose, because all these things, I can't live my life. I can't have what the next one has. I can't get roses. I can't go on nice trips. I can't be loved. I can't date who I want to date. I can't pull this type of man. I can't have this kind of career. I can't have this type of success. I can't live on this side of the town because over here, these people are kind of like this. They kind of roll like that. They're kind of like weird over there. They do these things. They have this like subculture. Those men kind of feel like this, that, and the other. And let me tell you, if they were thinking it, if I was no one's cup of tea, if I did not fit in with a certain group, I never noticed. I never picked up on those social cues and the looks and the, okay, this black man ain't digging my dreads. He'd rather me have, a blowout or whatever. Whatever these talking points are, not coming for the content that I saw about it. It was actually very comical and like, it was a little funny. She went in on our black men. She went in on how y'all be kind of like perpetuating what y'all think is like what y'all will claim. But at the same time, I don't always buy into that narrative because I know TV is just strictly for entertainment. So who the latest rapper or R&B singer is highlighting in his videos doesn't offend me if she looks nothing like me, because it's like, it's just entertainment. But if I go out here and your husband looks like, let's say Jaheim, and he's trying to holler, then I'm not going to be like, I know secretly he would prefer a Latino or a Kim Kardashian. And so, here we go again. Like, I'm going to like constantly be going back and forth with like my own insecurities and like what I think black men really desire and blah, 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 blah. No. So it's very layered. And I've noticed, I'm going to go ahead and put it out here. I have a lot of male viewers. So, y'all looking at something, and honestly, sometimes I think you look at anything that moves and has a hole and like that has a pulse. That's just how so I am never going to, and you shouldn't. What I'm saying is, we as women should never take on this like, oh my God, we're never enough. I struggle with my own acceptance because of all this noise out there of white men who, typically fit this demographic, only like or tend to date and marry these type of black girls. So I don't fit into that category. And then I see the pretty boys, you know, the F boys and the rappers and the, you know, R&B stars. They typically seem to idolize the softer, safer black women. And then you got, you know, this group of black men. They typically seem to, I'm not out here living my life through those lenses. So as much as it is to say, yeah, okay, I've noticed that. You might could say that in the media, because it's such a circus anyway, you're going to see a lot out there. But I can say from my own experience, because I love myself, because I've done my own work, because I have been getting to know me for a very long time, when I walk into a room, if there's a Hispanic, a white man, a black man, and, you know, blah, 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 I'm not like, oh my God, you know, I can't pull this one because like, I'm either going to connect with them on a more energetic level, or like we have lots in common, or we don't have anything in common, or hey, if nothing else, it's just shoot the shit and, you know, small talk. Let's talk about this beer. Let's talk about this drink. You know, let's talk. Like, it's you got to get out of your head. You got to stop sometimes giving your power away and accepting these things, even if they've happened. Okay, that's like, it stormed yesterday, but today you don't know how to, like, okay, well, live for today. You're like, well, you know, maybe I shouldn't go out at all because yesterday that storm was so bad, and it got so this, that, and the other happened. And it's like, but the sun is shining, so why don't you just be present? Try, bring an umbrella just in case, you know, poncho, rain boots, whatever you need. So what I'm saying is, equip yourself moving forward. So you know the dating games. You know that there are going to be men that are going to be users. You know there are going to be men that are going to, you know, blah, 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 blah. Okay, there's plenty of information out there. Hold on, y'all. I got to take this.